Higher life. In today's video we'll be learning from Apostle MIZ answering and teaching from the question of when is the right time to get married. I believe many people this is the one of the questions they really struggle with because some thinks they are too young to marry while some think they are running out of time. Be blessed.
We have a guy from Germany. He's 28 years old and he's not yet married, Apostle.
Okay.
So he wants to know, when is the right age to get married?
All right. The truth of the matter is, marriage is not about age. I believe it's all about stage. When I say stage, I'm not talking about stage, but I'm talking about boys who are trapped in men's bodies, where somebody appears, they are 50, they are 40, they are 35, they are trapped, they appear to be a man, but that's a boy trapped in a man's body. So it has nothing to do with age per se, but it has everything to do with maturity. And people mature differently. We have people who can mature at the age of 40, where from the age of 1 to the age of 39, you don't understand how they behave. You know, you can't get them. You know, it's like something is missing. And then you have somebody at the age of 20, they are responsible. They don't shy away from responsibility. You know, they can stand for what they said yesterday. They stand on their word. Their actions match what they said. That's somebody who's matured. So I believe it has nothing to do with age, but it has to do with maturity. You know, the Bible says something. It says, for this reason, remember when God brought Eve to Adam, Adam said, this is a bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. And at that moment, God said, for this reason shall a man leave his mother and his father and go and be linked to the woman. It did not say, for this reason shall a boy, but it says, shall a man. Exactly. So what is a man? A man is somebody who's not just spiritually matured, but somebody who's also, you're mentally prepared. Because out of the two of you, another human being will come. So you need to know how to handle this human being who is not the two of you. So it's all about maturity. I don't know if you have something to add, Pastor there. I don't know.
I think it will be like a question as well. You're talking about maturity, which is very much good. And it doesn't have to do with age, definitely. It has to do also with your mental growth, I think. One will also ask a question in terms, because I think if you're mature enough, you need to be able to compromise some of the other things. When you are alone, you are like self. Everything is about yourself.
Correct.
And immediately when you pull somebody, when you take somebody close to you, you need to be mature enough to understand that some of things you definitely have to compromise. So my question will be, because you spoke about compromising, that if you ought to compromise some of the things, definitely you need to leave the relationship. But I think there are some things where you need to you need to be mature enough to understand that, you know what, this one I need to compromise it because I'm no longer alone.
Correct.
I'm living with somebody. So what are those things perhaps that one should compromise?
Wow, very powerful. Thank you so much, Pastor. I think that's very powerful. The question. Of course, you know, it goes beyond love. I mean, even when we meet each other on a friendship level, there are things that we need to compromise. But those are things that anybody can let go of. But there are things that I can't compromise regardless of who you are. You have to kind of like, you don't have to break me in order for me to fit in your life. You know, it's more like when you put on puzzles. I believe relationships and marriages is more like a puzzle. You know, missing puzzle, just fitting in. You don't have to break that puzzle in order for it to fit in. Of course, there are things that we can easily let go of. You know, once we are together, I understand that her joy is my joy and her happiness is my happiness. If she's not happy, it's my loss too. You know, so there are things that I will compromise. Like, I don't only have to be the one to be happy in the relationship. So just because she's not feeling fine and I'm good, I cannot be running around singing, my Sunday school song, na 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 na. You get the point. I need to kind of like calm down, compromise, that small thing to fit in her situation. So there are things, of course, like you're saying, that once you bring somebody in, now you're no longer loving yourself alone. You need to be able to love somebody who's not you. So and it comes with a lot of responsibility. So there are things definitely that one has to let go of. Exactly.